Right guys, Gaft is back with the explanation to yesterday's fantastic card trick. It's a kind of card at any number. It is a gimmick card trick, so you're going to need some super glue, some super thin magnets, some roughing balm or some double stick tape or some spray, restickable glue spray, a little bit of masking tape, a pair of scissors, a deck of cards, some dice, die, whatever you want to call it, and we're ready to go. Right, what you're going to do to start with, I've just done this one, you're going to peel the back off a playing card which matches the deck you're going to use, so this is just the paper, and then you're going to get your little thin magnets. Now these are 8mm magnets. You're probably better off with something like 10 or 12mm wide, but they still need to be 0.5mm thick. And you're going to get a tiny little piece of super glue, a little dollop. You're going to put a little blob of super glue on the back of the card you've peeled and stick one of your magnets, because I've already stuck one here, look. And what I've done, I've just put a little bit of marker so you know you need to do this 5 times. One in the top corners, one in the bottom corners, and then one in the middle. So you're going to stick those down. Now I put a little bit of marker so you can see where the magnets are going. That has bled through the card. You're not going to do that. That was just for demonstration. So you're going to stick the magnet down. You're going to wait for that glue to go off, because Gaffer always gets covered in super glue. And then you're going to get your little scissors and you're going to cut this little magnet out. So you're going to just cut around the magnet with your scissors. Discard that piece. Let me turn this over this way, and you will be left with a magnet. Now it's better if this was a bit bigger, 10 or 12mm, but on the other side it's going to look like a playing card, look. And you're going to do that 5 times, and when you've done that you will have some cards. Right, I'm going to make sure I keep these the right way around, which look like this. So can you see that magnet hiding in that top corner? Now I have showed this trick before on my previous channel, but I don't think I've done it on this channel. So you're going to get this little magnet you've stuck down, you're going to stick it in the corner. Now the best way to hold it in place, to get it right bang on in place, is get yourself some tape. I always use electrical tape. It's easier to work than sellotape. Cut yourself just a little thin slither off. You're going to put just a bit on the corner of the card like this, look. Because then what you can do is you can line your little magnet up perfectly wherever it's got to go. You're going to line this magnet up perfectly, probably somewhere so it's as perfect as you can possibly get it. Stick it down with your little bit of tape, and then the magnet will fold over, look, so you can get your little bit of super glue, put a little dab on this side, tap it down, and then you can peel this tape off, and that magnet should hopefully be in exactly the right position. So you're going to do that in all the corners of the card. So you've got one in this top right hand corner, you've got one in the top left, one magnet in the middle, one bottom right, one bottom left. These are how they need to be: top right, left, middle, bottom right, bottom left. So those are your cards. Get rid of this deck for a minute. You're then going to get, now I've got about 4 or 5 magnets here. It's probably about 5 magnets. We'll come back to these in a minute. You're going to stick a little magnet just on the middle of the box at the bottom. Can you see inside the box? So these magnets will attract to that point of the box. Now why I've got about 4 or 5 magnets here is because I want this to hold these cards in the box. Now while you do have this magnet in the middle, if you need to let all of the cards go out of the box, you're going to place this magnet in the middle, which will let all the cards come out the box. So that is the magnet. So I hope that's clear enough. It should be. It's a fairly simple trick. And then you're going to have a series of duplicates or double cards. This is a double card. Basically what I've done, I've coated the back of this card with rough-in balm all over the back of it, so it's a nice good attachment. And then I'm going to get a joker, place it over the top. So like I say, this would work with a little bit of double stick tape in the middle, or some photo mate restickable glue, whatever you want to use, but rough-in balm, double stick tape, photo mate restickable glue will work. And you're going to have 5 of these doubles in the pack, so that's 1. And then you've got a random card, random, 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 another double. What you're going to find is every 6th card, the ones with the magnets, these are the first 5 cards. And then every 6th card will be a double card. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is a double card, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is a double card, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. I've got about 41 cards in this deck. You only need 5 doubles, because if somebody's going to roll 5 dice, the maximum they're going to number is going to be 30. Now why I've decided to roll dice instead of getting somebody to give me a number, if they do land on 30 for instance, once I've dealt 30 cards I still need to have some cards in my hand. So let's say they say 30, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. If they land on 30, they know there's more than 30 cards in the pack. I still need to have cards in my hand. So you've only got 5 doubles, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Because that's the maximum number they can roll. I used to do it when I'd say give me a number, but when you think you've got, at the moment I've got 5 extra cards because they're doubles. Then you've got the thickness of the magnets. So if you were going to have more cards in the deck, they wouldn't actually all fit into the box. So you can't get a spectator to say 48, because there's no way you'd get all those cards and the magnets in the box. So I've gone to using dice, because the maximum they can give me is 30. So as long as your first magnet is top right, you're going to put all these into the box. And this card, the other joker, I'm just going to put somewhere roughly in the middle, face down. All these cards are going to go into the box like this. So the first one is here, magnet. Close it up. Let me get rid of all this stuff. Get rid of that and that little bit of tape. Now what's going to happen is, you're just thinking of multiples of 6. What you've got to remember is the orientation of this magnet. If I move this magnet to this top left hand corner under cover of the box, that is the first position. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That's quite simple to remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what you're going to do is move the magnet to the corresponding number. So how it works is, if somebody gives you, let's roll the dice. 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. You just need to work it out. Next multiple of 6 from 16 would be 18. So the difference is 2. So you know 1, 2. If you move your magnet to this position in the box, like this, undercover, you can do this undercover, no one's going to see anything. When you empty the cards out, it will hold a couple of cards in the box, which means you can count down to 16 and it will land on one of your doubles. So if we now empty the cards out, a couple of cards will stay in the box, Make sure they all come out. You can see there's a couple of cards in the box still. So now when I count down to 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is a double card. Put all these back in the box. It's all about holding cards inside of the box. Move that back down to here, close at the box. Right, let's roll another number. We've got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right, we don't want 16. Let's say we have 11. The next multiple of 12 from 11 is 1. So you're going to move your magnet to the first position, top left corner as you look at the box. Now you do need to be aware of your handling because you don't want to flash this magnet. I mean, if you're using a red bicycle box with just a red bicycle card on the back, you could do the same with this magnet as you've done with the ones inside the box, and this could be red and that would camouflage it a bit. So you're going to move it to the first position. Now if you're worried, you could dump the cards out like this if you want, but making sure they don't notice. But if this was camouflage, you could dump the cards out. Make sure not to flash you've got a card inside the box. Count down to the 11th card. Now you have got magnets here, look. So you need to just deal through the cards quickly so they don't notice. So 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is a double card. Put all these back into the box. So all you need to do is work out the next multiple of 6 from whatever number they've given you. Move the magnet to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and it will work every time. Now let's just say for instance they roll 12. If you move the magnet to that position, which is in the bottom middle of the box, you can now take all of the cards out of the box. You can flash the box to be empty at that point if you want. And once again deal to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 is your double card. Now you can present this however you like. I've just had that card in there, so because you can hold all the release all of the cards, you can open up the box, place the box aside. I can say to the spectator, look, inside here I've got one mystery card, but this card has a mate in this box. I'm just going to put all these cards back into the box. Now I want you to roll the dice, and the number you've landed on is 7. What would you say if the mate to this card was in the 7th position? So 7, next multiple is 12, so that's 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The magnet is going to go to this bottom corner here. Open up the cards, take them all out, deal to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me just have a quick peek. Oh my god, you're not going to believe this, but you only found a perfect match. So it's all just about holding cards inside the box with the magnets. Now why I said I've got a lot of magnets in this stack, if I'm going to hold all 5 cards in the box, I want to make sure that the magnet has enough attraction because it's only holding one card, which is holding all the others back with it. So you just got to stick some magnets, look, and the orientation so the numbers work out is top right, top left, middle, bottom right, bottom left. So when they go into the box, you have a magnet just here, top right as it goes in. Now no matter what number they roll, 2, 6, 8, 11, 12. 12 will be perfect. You just keep the magnet in this position because you need to release all of the cards, and the 12th card will be one of your doubles. 11, 12, 13, 18, 22. The next multiple from 22 is 4, so you're going to move it to the second position, 1, 2. So you're going to slide your magnet up to this position. You're going to open up the box, let all the cards come out, and deal to 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 is a double. Now why I coated the whole card with quite a lot of roughing balm is I'm dealing these cards onto the table. I don't want them to separate. And the 22nd card is one of your doubles. So you've got 5 double cards inside the deck. Why I didn't want too many cards in the deck, you need these cards to come out easy. You don't want too much friction. You want them to be able to just tip them out. And like I say, you can't really do this by getting a spectator to give you any number, because if you have multiples of 6, you'd have 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. You'd have 8 double cards in there, so that already makes the pack 60 cards. You'd have 5 magnets inside the box. You would not get all of that into the box. So the best way is to use some dice. You're forcing a number lower than 30 on them. This works perfectly. So like I say, you probably want 10 or 12 mil magnets. I've never done it with these. It would probably work. I mean, if you've got these magnets lying around 8 mil, try it. But the bigger the magnet, the better really. So you've just got to peel a card, stick it one in each corner, cut round it, stick it onto the card in the box, get a little magnet down in this bottom so you can basically hold the magnet there, and it releases all the cards. So it might take a little bit of while to cut the cards out, stick them down and all that, but it's well worth it. So let me know what you think, guys. Big shout out to Kevin Needham, you know what I'm saying, kid, and come back tomorrow for another card trick. Cheers.